Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as the Xperia XZ2 Premium is out, in this video I'm gonna see how is it different from the previous Premium, which was the XZ Premium. So let's get into the video, and starting off with the physical aspects, we are gonna have aluminium frame and glass back on both handsets, where the frame on the XZ Premium was not completely aluminium. There was a bit plastic in there as well, and the back of the handset was just like a mirror, versus on the XZ2 the back glass is gonna be curved. The screen size is bigger this time, which is 5.8 inches versus it was 5.5 inches on the XZ, and on both handsets it's 16:9 aspect ratio. So as for the overall size of these phones, the XZ2 is gonna be a bit larger than the XZ Premium, and the XZ2 looks really thick as well, but the frame of the phone is made in just 6mm and the back is curved, so it doesn't feel that thick. Also, one of the biggest differences by looks is the bezel size. They are gonna be a lot thinner this time, and as for the weight, both are really heavy, but the XZ2 is gonna be even heavier. On-screen control keys on both handsets, and the fingerprint scanner is on the side on the XZ Premium versus it's on the back on the XZ2, and both are coming with front-facing stereo speakers. For connectivity, we are gonna have USB Type-C port on both handsets, and the XZ2 is not coming with the headphone jack versus the XZ is coming with it, and at last both phones are gonna be fully water resistant. The display is IPS LCD on both handsets with 4K resolution, so no questioning in screen sharpness. Both handsets supports HDR videos, where the XZ2 can turn a normal SDR video into HDR, and to protect the screens there's gonna be Gorilla Glass 5 on both. As for the performance, we are gonna have the newest and the most powerful right now, the Snapdragon 845 on the XZ2 versus previous Snapdragon 835 on the XZ Premium. So the performance is gonna be really good on both handsets, while it's gonna be even better on the XZ2. And the XZ2 is also coming with more 6GB of RAM compared to 4GB of RAM on the XZ Premium. Both handsets are coming with 64GB of storage, and on both it can be increased via microSD card, and both use SIM2 slot for it. Now coming to the camera, and the main rear sensor on both handsets looks to be the same. It's 19 megapixels on both handsets, where the aperture size is larger on the XZ2 Premium, means brighter images. The secondary sensor on the XZ2 is 12 megapixels with even larger aperture size, which is very good, and very large pixel size as well. And it's monochrome, and it's gonna be assisting in low light conditions. Now Sony is saying the XZ2 Premium is very good in low light. As I mentioned, it's coming with very large sensors and very large aperture sizes, but the ISO on the handset goes really high as well. It's how sensitive to light your sensor is, and on the XZ2 it can go up to 51,000, which is really for super low light. It makes the image more noisy, but I think you gain some and you lose some, and on the XZ Premium it can only go up to 12,800, which is 4 times lesser. So yeah, it's gonna make images super bright in super low light conditions, but with noise. And thanks to the dual lens camera, we can also take portrait images on the XZ2. Both handsets uses face detection and laser autofocus for refocusing, and for stabilization, both are gonna be depending on the software, no OIS. Both can capture 4K videos at 30 FPS and 120 FPS slow motion videos, and the 960 FPS mode is also gonna be there on both handsets, which records in 720p for 0.2 seconds. On the XZ2 it can also record 960 FPS in 1080p, but for half the amount of time, which becomes 0.1 seconds. So yeah. The front camera is 13 megapixels on both handsets with aperture f2.0, and the sensor size is also gonna be the same, and the only difference is gonna be the software and algorithms, which on the XZ2 Premium are gonna be the latest of. At last, for the battery, and the XZ2 Premium is coming with a larger 3540 mAh battery compared to the 3230 mAh on the XZ Premium. The XZ2 is also coming with wireless charging, which requires a separate charger, and for fast charging we are gonna have Quick Charge 3 on both handsets. So this is it for this video guys. Let me know what do you guys think about both handsets, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.